Johnny Davis live here on this Friday morning, February 26th, 2021. Hope everybody's doing fine out the other day, guys. We're going to take a few minutes, not going to be really long today. Just wanted to chat with you a little bit because I'm kind of on travel right now in a remote location somewhere. Right. So we want to just chat with you a little bit about the upcoming IKF Spring Classic on March the 19th through the 21st in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina at the Landmark Resort. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Getting excited. Hope everybody is training and staying safe. Remember, if you don't stay safe, you can't fight, right? So make sure that you stay safe while you're training. That's what it's all about. I know a lot of people excited, but I get a couple of calls from people who are saying, "Oh my God, my guy got hurt," or I have to pull out and stuff like that. That's no fun, right? So you're working hard. You got to make sure you're doing it safely. Make sure that you're padding up when you're training and things like that, because that really truly makes the difference. We're a little bit earlier today than normal, but like I said, we want to go ahead and get it going so I can get on the road. We also want to thank our sponsors, Eastern Offset Printing, for all they do for us as well. I wanted to also take a moment to, give my sincere condolences to the over 500 and some thousand people that lost their lives to the COVID-19. It's been a very difficult period for this country. And I just want to, I just can't imagine you losing a close loved one to something like this. But I just want to really just take a moment here and just let everyone know that we're thinking about them, and we recognize that laws cannot be replaced. But it's something I just wanted to say. It's just on my heart to do. Just so many people that we lost, but hopefully we're at the end of this pandemic, and we will, um, you know, be able to defeat it. With our vaccinations and things like that. That's really out there, and I hope that everybody will get those vaccinations who really can, and so that we can try to, make sure that we're safe and we can keep other people safe as well. But again, my sincere condolences to everyone who's lost someone during these really difficult times. Hey, I want you to also be sure to like us on our Facebook page, AK Promotions, and also on our YouTube channel, Johnny Davis Live. Be sure to check that out as well. We will, our talk show is actually getting a little bit more, heat. And so we are definitely reaching out to, more people and reaching more people. And we're going to be actually covering some of the East Coast Classic fights. We're going to be covering them on our Facebook channel and our YouTube channels, right? When that comes up. And I won't be showing all the fights, but we're going to be interviewing a lot of people and stuff like that. So, I mean, some of the events that we've been interviewing stuff, we've gotten like over 30,000 views on those. And also, we're going to definitely have a strong presence on YouTube and our Facebook channels now. So what I want you to do is, look, I need some more subscribers on my YouTube channel. We're right at 100, all right? I know people thought I would probably have a lot more on YouTube, but YouTube is kind of new to us, right? And all of that. So, but we have like 100, right? And now that's nowhere near where we need to be. So when you go there to the page, Johnny Davis Live with 3 exclamation marks, be sure to subscribe. Press the subscribe button and all of that, so we can go ahead and reach that threshold of at least 100 and then start moving up. One day we might have tens of thousands. Who knows, right? But certainly do check us out. Okay, all right. So obviously coming up on March the 19th. March the 19th, 20th, and 21st in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It goes without saying that we are really excited about the Spring Classic. It's going to be a great event. It's going to be obviously, COVID-19 protocols like we have been doing for our events. Which, what, they're successful. I don't know what else to say. That everybody's wearing their masks. People are really, all about it, and making sure that they respect one another and they're enjoying the event. So I hope you guys will, plan to come out. And check out the East Coast Classic. The tickets are on sale now at akpromotions.org. We have different, price levels for the separate shows, and I'll now break that down to you just a little bit later. but certainly do, plan to come if you can. Hey, it's Myrtle Beach, right? It's going to be a nice time out, and people are going to have a good time. We're going to make sure that certainly happens. All of our events that we do, whether it's PKB, PBSC, or whatever, they're all COVID-19 protocol events, right? We have been doing them since July of 2020 in the COVID era. We have done 570 bouts thus far. And we haven't had any issues with the COVID. We want to keep it that way, right? So respect to the COVID and what that is. It is a virus and it's out there and people are dying. But there are ways that you can get around this thing and you can do your event. So I hope people will certainly come out to the event. Now hopefully we're on the downside of this thing anyway. So we were doing it when it was in the heat and we were having success. So right now I think that we can certainly do it and have success as well. So I hope you guys will come out. So I want to do just a little breakdown of the tickets and how that is going to work for the event. Now, as I said, the shows are broken down. They are broken down into different shows. Now you can buy right now. Go online. We got some discounts there. You can buy tickets and everything for the weekend. The whole weekend pass is discounted right now. You can get that, or you can also get um, the spectator tickets as well for the separate shows, right? So on the website at akpromotions.org, you're able to see all of that. Now, again, I'm at a remote location. I'm assuming this is going over okay. I see some people there, but if you can hear me okay and I'm not stuttering and stuff like that, be sure that just maybe type something on the line there. If you have any questions, be sure to ask any questions that you might have as well. So on that Friday, the show starts around 6 o'clock. We have, 6 to like 11. It's going to be like 25 or so fights on that night. Then on that Saturday morning, we have another show that's going to start at like 9 o'clock to like 5. And then on that Saturday night, we have another show that starts around 6 to like 11 plus. And then after that, right, we're going to have yet another show that is going to Saturday night, I said, from 6 to 11. Then on Sunday morning, we're going to finish off the tournament. It's going to last about 9 to 5, a lot more fights then, right? So it's going to be, like a whole weekend of just fights, like 130 some fights, right? And all of that. So everybody needs to be prepared. What I want to also say to the trainers is that please go on the website and read the information that we're putting there. We're updating it daily, right? And all. And so if you read it and all and you don't understand it, just feel free to give us a call and everything, and we can, let you know kind of how that works. But, most people obviously are getting it. Some people, trainers have told me they're writing everything down for their really, really important to do that. So please, make sure that you're staying on top of this. It makes things a lot smoother and flow a little bit easier. Also, the hotel, you want to make sure you keep eyes on that hotel. Hotel will fill up. It's going to fill up. The hotel will, not just because of us, but because of other events and things like that are going on. So you want to go ahead and reserve your rooms at the Landmark Resort. Okay, go ahead now and reserve those rooms, right? And so that we won't have any issues with that, right? And the contact number, I think, is 843-310-3425. Make sure you mention the IKF East Coast Classic, Spring Classic, right? And that will give you a good discount. I don't really care if you have some other way of going on the back end or whatever and getting your room, like this price line or whatever. I mean, I really don't care. I care but don't care. But let people know at least when you get there that you're with the IKF East Coast Classic. And, so they can just look, we don't make any money on that. That's not what we do. We just want people to know in our numbers. The reason why we've been able to come back, over and over again is because our numbers are good, right? And all. But if everybody stays everywhere, this is why we have a mandatory stay there. If everybody stays everywhere, right, then we can't account for those numbers, right? And this is why it's important for you to go ahead and get those rooms and everything at the Landmark Resort. And if that fills up, we will do the Crown Reef, right? Really quick, I want to also talk about no-shows. This is important to me. As I mentioned to the trainers earlier, if something happens to your fighter or whatever, make sure you contact us and let us know. And the reason why, there's a lot of money that goes into these events. And I know people, I don't have to tell people that. And so a fighter, all of a sudden, you're showing up and you thought you had a fight and then the person is not there and all. That is terrible, right? All the hard work and all the training and stuff like that that you put in, that is terrible. Okay. And also make sure that you let us know if for some reason something happens to your fighter, or the fighters, let us know as well. If something happens to you, obviously let your trainer know. Your trainer should contact us. That's important because everything that we're putting on the site, people are going, they are spending a lot of money to come to these events, and the only thing that we can do is what you tell us, right? So if you don't tell us, right, just pick up the phone and call us and or email us that something is going on. There's no way we can keep the site updated. So it's really up to you to do that, to let us know, right, that if something goes down, whatever it is, let us know so that we can remove you from the tournament and all, and so people won't show up at the tournament and not having a bout. Also, there's a suspension that follows that too. If you just don't contact us and just absolutely do a no-show, we have to follow up with suspensions and things like that. So make sure that you do that. We have a great medical staff and everything that's going to be there too. Dr. John Lucas, Dr. Boozman, those doctors are going to be there to look out for you as well as our medical staff. It's called Med, the transport system. I mean, everything is there, the insurance and everything. We're fully covered. And I heard somebody over in the Georgia area saying, "Oh, well, those guys don't have." They are wrong, and wrong, right? We're covered. We cover our fighters. Have other options on it as well. But we make sure that we take care of our people, right? Totally above board event and all, so you can feel comfortable putting your guys in these events. And I tell people all the time, hey, look, you need to ask promoters about, insurances and, ambulances and different things like that to make sure that, they're going to take you. So throw your people in any kind of event, right? Put them in events where, you got the right kind of coverage, doing it the right way. Listen, I don't mean they, if they get hurt, I mean, yeah, we got to do the right thing. But, at least you have, the coverage and the transports, the doctors there to try to put up the best event that you can to make sure that you are taking care of the fighters, right? That is a promoter's responsibility to do that. And if we do that, I think it's going to, just make our sport that much stronger. Really quick, I want to talk about the weigh-ins. A lot of questions about the weigh-ins, that how it's going to work. And I'm doing this obviously for the safety of the fighters, right? So I just want to say this. And again, you can go back later and review this as well. And it's all on the website. Everything I'm talking about now is on the website. Right. So on if you are fighting on Friday night, right, between 6 and 11, you can weigh in as early as Thursday night between 7 and 8 o'clock, right? But actually, we're going to not only weigh you in, we're going to do your exams and everything that night. So the doctor's going to be there. Your whole process will be done if you come on Thursday night between 7 and 8. It might be 7 and 9 or whatever the case. It might take a little longer. But you can start at 7 o'clock and we will go ahead and process you. That's important, right? Because then you'll be done. So if you're fighting on Friday night, you don't have to come back on Friday morning you don't have to be back until like 3 o'clock for the rules meeting. Then on Friday morning, starting at 8:30 till like 2 o'clock, that's when everybody else who's fighting on Friday night and Saturday, right, they can come, they can get their weigh-ins, check-ins, and all that done. Now, the people who are fighting on Sunday, they need to also come on Friday to get checked in, right? So everything will be done except one thing for the people who are fighting on Sunday, the weigh-in. They will not weigh in until Saturday morning, right? Saturday morning at like 8 o'clock, right? And so that is important. I know the people, oh, well, I just want to come. And I've had people try to beat me up, right? Well, you want them to, be there but not weigh in. Well, yeah, that's just the way it is, right? Because that you don't want to give, in my opinion, right now, 48 hours of rehydration period for people, and they know that. They're going to be, oh my God, on Sunday, they're going to have people fighting 20, 30 pounds out of their weight class. That can be very dangerous. So as opposed to saying, hey, only gain so many pounds on Saturday when you check in, no, that's another whole weigh-in process for us too. Instead, just hold off, come in on Friday. They're talking about the people who are fighting on Sunday now. Come in on Friday, get checked in, hold off, weigh in early on Saturday morning, then you're done, right? So there's basically like 3 weigh-in opportunities, right? So keep that in mind. Thursday for those people who are fighting on Friday morning for people who are fighting on Friday and Saturday, and then Saturday morning for people who are fighting on Sunday. It's not that difficult, right? To just plan to be there. We're going to be there. We're going to make sure that we do that process for you as quickly as possible, because we understand how important it is, right, for that. Now, the exams and everything, a lot of people have been asking about the exams. I want to make sure that people understand regarding the exams, that if you've had an exam with us or with anyone, that you can show proof that you've had a full exam in the last year, you're good, right? You're going to still need a once over by our doctors, okay? But otherwise, you're going to have to come to at our event. Our doctors are going to, do the full exam for you and everything. There's a nominal fee for that and all, but it lasts you for a year. So those people who had like a physical at the East Coast Classic in October or the Georgia Classic in January, right? If you had that full exam, if you were there, you had it, right? You'll be good, right? And also all you need is just a once over exam and everything. But just make sure that, just follow the process. We have people there who will be, explaining where you need to go, and you can let them know if you have any questions at that point. The other thing too, that's Friday as well, around 3:30, mandatory rules meeting. Some of in the past, I noticed that some people have been very lax about getting to those rules meetings. Those rules meetings are mandatory. They're not, oh, I think, no, 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 no. You already know it's on the schedule. You see the schedule on the website. You need to get there and be at that. Well, your trainer and the fighter need to be at that rules meeting now. And we're going to check that a lot closer to make sure you're there, because if you don't know the rules or understand what the protocols are for that night, not only with the COVID, but how the process is, you're going to cause some confusion, right? At the event, you're not going to know what's going on, and it makes things a little bit more of a headache, right? Even how you come out the dressing room, how do you go up on the stage and walk on the ramp, and how do you enter the ring? Where do you enter the ring? Who can go in the ring with you, right? There's certain rule sets and stuff like that you're going to be talking about, that you're going to be doing. That is mandatory. That is important to be there. Our head representative, Mr. Mike Storm, is going to be giving these rules. Our officials like Dale Fry, Tony Gouge, and others are going to be. Our doctor also talks about different things. And Dr. Lucas, Dr. Busman say things at the rules meeting. The rule meeting is mandatory. It's not just something you can just arbitrarily say, no, I'm not going to attend. You need to be there, and we're going to take some accountability on that, if you will, meaning that we're going to start checking a little bit closer to make sure the teams are there, and there's going to be some follow-up with that. So get there at the rules meeting, put it in your phone, whatever you need to do, but it's mandatory, and that helps keep the event running smoothly, as well as keeps everyone safe. Really, really quick, really good. All right, so thanks for that. Okay, so the really on the show itself, the difference in the shows, and I told you the times already, but the difference in the show that we do is that we only have one ring, and people have heard me say this before. What's different than a normal tournament? It's like a fight night all weekend, like Las Vegas all weekend. That's why spectators need to get those tickets right and coming out. But we have the lights on the rings lit up. We have a live DJ who is, in my opinion, one of the baddest DJs in the region, Chris Abson. I mean, he's a house party with him, right? And all. And so we have him. Then we have the food and the drink and stuff like that. And again, that's another reason why, hey, look, we've been locked down for a long time, a lot of us. It is important that we get out, and because it's a mental illness thing, man, we got to get out and have some fun. We got to do stuff, right? So make sure you tell your friends to come on out. As I wind down here, as I said, I wasn't going to be long today. The camera passes, we have camera passes. We have photography, and we have filming. Now, filming, we're not going to probably be filming it. Now, we have our Johnny Davis live show that will be showing some of the fights, right? So and if you have some special requests for a fight, we might can sell you an online ticket to show a specific fight. So if you can't come, or mom and daddy can't come, and you want to give us a call and say, hey, could you please show this fight? And it's going to cost you something, right? Right? Then we can put that on a list to make sure that we show that fight for you. So we're going to offer that this time. So if anybody out there wants, they can't make it for whatever reason, right, and they want to show a specific fight, you can give me a call, and we can chat with you about a few to make sure that I give it to my crew that we show that fight. We're going to try that, right, and see if it works. But we're not going to film the entire thing. Just can't not do that. Well, we can't not this time, but eventually we will. We'll be doing something like that and then we will kind of go from there. Lola Land Photography, as far as I know at this point, she'll be there. She'll be taking great pictures of the entire event. And also, you want to definitely check out her booth there to get some great pictures. She really does. She was a fighter herself, so she gets some, really nice pictures and things and all. And her information is also on the website, or you can check her out on Facebook at Lola Land Photography. Right.com. Right. Really good stuff. That is going to be awesome. Now, I want to remind people as well on that Saturday, PKB is going well. We got good registration going on for the IKF Point Muay Thai and Kickboxing Sparring Tournament that's going to be on that Saturday. And that's Saturday morning. And listen, I mean, registration is going to be from like 9 to 10 at the door. We got rules meeting around 11 something. Then we're going to pop, 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 pop. We got 2 rings and all that. We probably need a few more officials for that. So if somebody wants to help out, give me a call. Maybe you can get a ticket to the fight that night. Who knows? But you can give me a call and we can chat about that between the weekend or next week. So the PKB is a semi-contact tournament that we do. There are no knockouts, but I'm telling you, it's fun. A lot of people are registering for that as well. So we're going to be running that on Saturday while the full contact is going on Saturday morning, right? In one ballroom, and I have the names of the ballrooms, and I'll be putting them on the website. But we are going to, the full contact is going to be in the grand ballroom. That's the big one. And then I think it's called the Concita, something like that ballroom, which is like, I could almost count the steps. It's like maybe 25 steps over, right? And you're in the PKB room, right? Where that's going to take place. So it's going to be great. It's going to be a ton of fun, in the PKB room. We really set that up. It's nice. So we can give out some nice trophies, nice awards for that. And then that's going to run probably 3 hours or so. And then we're going to finish that up. Then everybody's going to then put their attention all back on the full contact and stuff that's happening for that weekend. You can still register for the PKB right now. We're going to take a close look at the numbers at akpromotions.org. Be sure to go there and you'll see what's talking about the PKB registration. Also, I just want to make a quick mention. We have a sleeper event. That's not a sleeper event, but we have an event that's going on in Missouri on March the 28th. That's the week after our Spring Classic. Registration for that is off the chain. It's going to be great. Semi-contact. It's Point Muay Thai Kickboxing. Chad Mueller's in charge of that event over there in Missouri. I'm going to say O'Fallon, but it's in Missouri. And it's going to be a great event. I mean, we have a lot of interest. A lot of people are registering and all. And we are going to set up a really super event there for you on March the 28th. So you need to go in and get registered. Registration goes up for that also on Monday. And our COVID-19 protocols at that event as well. But it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So I just want you to, kind of just want to chat with people. If anybody has any questions, feel free to contact me about anything that we have going on with our events. All of the information is on the website, though, at akpromotions.org. Please go there. Please read. We're trying to keep it updated for you. We're excited. I'm not even kidding. It's going to be a great year. We're excited about the sport in general. We're excited about what we're doing for the sport and how we are trying to build it and give our fighters an outlet, right, for what they do and what they love. This is just one level of it, though. This is just one level. The things that we have planned for our sport are just humongous. All I need is a good $1 million, and we could turn it into the UFC of kickboxing. I'm not even playing. But it doesn't take $1 million. But we're working that. So if you know sponsors out there, people who want to come on board with us, have them give us a call. And all my information is on the website. Let's chat about it. And I'm talking about something real, something concrete, something that both parties can win on, right? And I do things with a common sense approach. Let me just say this really quick as we're getting ready to wind down here. Sometimes when people go out there and they get money for an event, right? And I don't know, they know somebody who knows somebody and they give them a bunch of money. If they don't really know what they're doing, they're going to blow the money. I'm telling you right now, they're going to blow the money. They're going to, and it's not going to be they might do one show and it's over. That doesn't help our sport, right? I'm not saying that I'm the only guy out here with the experience of doing this, but what I do know is that I have integrity and I'm honest and I'm hardworking. That if indeed that comes across where we can get those funds to be able to take this sport to the next level, I will tell you that I know in my heart that I will be one of those people who will help take this sport to another level, right? So, and I will take care of sponsors' money. It won't be wasted. It'll be done the right way, right? And it'll be to uplift and grow our sport. That is what this is all about. So I just want you guys to know that we are trying really hard to make things happen for our sport. Otherwise, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching another edition of Johnny Davis Live today, guys. Be sure to, again, check us out on our website at akpromotions.org and all of our pages, Johnny Davis Live on YouTube and all of that, guys. I want you to always respect each other. And for right now, please wear those masks, guys. Just make sure we, do the right thing to get past this COVID-19. Everyone, forward march. This is Johnny Davis Live, and we'll talk to you real soon. I'm checking out. Bye-bye.